It's the 21st century and humanity has left gladiatorial games behind, or so we thought. A hockey game in a European stadium full of people from distant 2023 proves that bleeding to death in front of a crowd was disturbingly still an option at the time, especially for white men. Matt Petgrave, an African settler from Canada, killed his opponent, Adam Johnson, by kicking him in the neck with his ice skates and slicing his throat. Petgrave, a player infamous for his dirty and aggressive playstyle, lifted his leg unexpectedly in a manner completely unusual for the sport. Johnson fell to the ground. He stood up only to realize he was badly hurt. Holding his throat in disbelief, he painted the ice red all around him as he collapsed once again, embracing the icy terrain that had now turned crimson red. It did not take more than a minute for Johnson to pass away. It wasn't until weeks later that authorities brought Petgrave in for questioning. Although the attack was a deadly sidekick similar to those seen in combat sports, the charge was that of possible involuntary manslaughter. Claiming it was an accident, the killer was released from custody. A testament to the privilege of African settlers in the 21st century West. In the following game, when Petgrave made his entrance to the stadium, he was met with a standing ovation from the crowd, a crowd that was shockingly majority white. The media, an institution that was surprisingly vocal against the white majority at the time, rushed to support Petgrave against what they characterized as online hate comments. A European man was executed in the middle of a hockey court in a televised game for the world to see, and the media's immediate response was to protect the killer's feelings against the crowd's just reaction. All that thanks to his skin color and settler status. One could only imagine what the outcry would be like had the races been swapped. Settler criminality was a widespread phenomenon, but the killing of an innocent man in the middle of a stadium, in front of a cheering crowd, was something unique. A young man, who had a whole life ahead of him, was dead, and there was nothing that his family could do about it. No one to seek justice for him. No one to honor his memory and restore his dignity, as would have been the case in past centuries. Just another white casualty, another white life cut short, and an investigation that led to no criminal charges. A white life that was worth less. Sometimes I wonder what the meaning of life really is for those among us who pass away before our time. Mere historical shadows, ghosts of the past who had goals and dreams just like we do, but had to leave them incomplete and unaccomplished. May he rest in peace in eternity. Just remember, the past is not meant to be educational. It's meant to be interactive. Sacrifices have value because we refuse to forget, because we insist on remembering, because we use them as the foundation of our morality and as a source of our courage. Adam Johnson is alive as long as we fight for his memory, until justice is served and order is restored. If you're fascinated by 21st century history, consider liking and subscribing. Thank you, and see you soon.